Alpha Omega World Development Marshall Program, United Nations Pentagon H World Military Divine Government, the Universal Queen of Queens Foundation Incorporated, Bureau of Central Interpol, Rockefeller Plaza, P.O. Box number 3134, New York City, New York 10185, USA, P.O. Box number 148. Lapu-Lapu City, Cebu, Philippines, TVM Tallanos at gmail.com, Skype, TVMLSM 666. Telephone number, country code 001, area code 347-771-0171, country code 001, area code 0929-350-233. July 11th, 2018. Mr. Nestor Aldave Espenilla Jr., Governor, Bangko Sentral and Pilipinas, Chairman, Monetary Board. Dear Mr. Espenilla, as the sole owner and implementer of the infinite accounts in US dollars in the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas BSP, I'm requiring a mandatory meeting with you, the Monetary Board, and Mr. Carlos Sonny Garcia Dominguez III, Secretary of Finance, on July 13, 2018 in the BSP's main office. I would like to discuss with you, the Monetary Board, and Mr. Dominguez about my massive gold bullion in the BSP for the full implementation of the Alpha Omega World Development Marshall Program's AOWDMP worldwide anti-poverty programs in accordance with the United Nations Economic and Social Council's ECOSOC Article 55, to wit Chapter 9. With a view to the creation of conditions of stability and well-being which are necessary for peaceful and friendly relations among nations, based on respect for the principle of equal rights and self-determination of peoples, the United Nations shall promote a. Higher standards of living, full employment, and conditions of economic and social progress and development. B. Solutions of international economic, social, health, and related problems, and international cultural and educational cooperation, and c. Universal respect for, and observance of, human rights and fundamental freedoms for all without distinction as to race, sex, language, or religion. The World Bank Group USA and the Committee of 300, which are under my chairmanship, released a copy of the Infinite Bank Statements IBS 2012, which refer to the infinite accounts in US dollars including their respective account numbers and account names in many prime banks. The trusteeship origin of the infinite accounts in US dollars is Ferdinand Edralin Marcos, Sr., who is my father and the President of the Republic of the Philippines 1965 to 1986. Page 1 of 48. The two infinite accounts in US dollars are intended and erected for the humanitarian and national economic development programs for the Philippine Islands 10% to 70%, only in the world 10% to 50% only. Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas, account numbers, account names, 77, 79, 18, 27, 8, White Spiritual Boy, 77, 76, 25, 34 AM, 371, Spiritual Wonder Boy, refer to page 57 and number 378 of the IBS, PDF copy. The BSP has two accounts with account name of White Spiritual Boy, and with standing balance of US dollars infinite and account name of Spiritual Wonder Boy, and with standing balance of US dollars infinite, and confirmed as eternal deposit, while under time deposit, its principal balances and interest are untouchable and or unloanable and or unprogrammable that having maturity rate of 4% per annum. And per 30 years of maturity, and upon maturity 50% shall be forcibly allocated for whatever development program, and 50% shall be automatically enforceably maintained and preserved to another 30 years until lasted for eternity. The two accounts have continuous maturity earnings. My code names are White Spiritual Boy and Spiritual Wonder Boy. Thus, I'm the sole owner of the said two infinite accounts in US dollars. As His Majesty, King ASM, these are my 5 mission statements. 1. To return all currencies into gold standard or backed up with treasure. 2. To uplift the living conditions of poor people in the world. 3. To protect the Mother Earth from total environmental destruction. 4. To encourage people to be religious or spiritually inclined persons. 5. To finance various humanitarian and national economic development programs for mankind's basic needs such as nutritious food, potable water, comfortable shelter, appropriate clothing, and many others. Based on the IBS, the worldwide development programs are the following. A. Humanitarian Economic Development Program. 1. Livelihood Development Program. 2. Scholarship Development Program. 3. Healthcare Development Program. 4. Annuity Development Program. B. National Economic Development Program. 1. Infrastructure Development Program. 2. Agricultural Development Program. 3. Mining Development Program. 4. Industrial Development Program. The IBS declassified full copy is viewable and downloadable in PDF format through this web link goo.gl/pak3hn Google Drive. Page 2 of 48. My picture as a young man with my father President Marcos, who is still there. Attorney Ferdinand E. Marcos and his first family, 1954. From left. Presentation: VILLAMOR Marcos, Princess Anamisha Cruz and VILLAMOR, TIBURCIO VILLAMOR Marcos, Felipe VILLAMOR Marcos and Attorney Ferdinand Edrelin Marcos. Page 3 of 48. The Committee of 300 via the United Nations Organization UNO awarded the Treasury Certificate of the People of the Philippine Islands, that contains President Marcos Yulin Tapan last will, and testament in English. Please refer to pages 37 to 83 in PDF copy, which he executed in Malacanang Palace, Manila, on December 20, 1985. On June 29, 1992, then Philippine President Corazon Aquino officially confirmed President Marcos' divine wealth, which is not ill-gotten, based on his last will and testament that is included in the Treasury Certificate. Malacanang Palace, Manila, by the President of the Philippines, Proclamation Number, recognizing the letter number of Senator and former Presidential Commission on Good Government PCGG Chairman Javito Arsalanga dated August 25, 1986, reconfirming that the health of former and late President Ferdinand E. Marcos are not ill-gotten, thereby reconsidered as divine wealth. Pursuant to the powers vested on me, I, Corazon Cojuanco Aquino, President of the Philippines, do hereby proclaim that the wealth of former and late President Ferdinand E. Marcos, after reconfirmation by world authorities, to be reconsidered as divine wealth, and are cleared for whatsoever legal probability and proceedings from this date, and in the future. The undersigned instructed the Secretary of Justice to immediately clear the issuance of any legal proceedings against the wealth of former and late President Marcos written in his Yulin Tapan executed on December 20, 1985, that kept preserved in the World Trade Center, New York, USA. in witness whereof, I have herunto set my hands, and cause the dry seal of the Republic of the Philippines to be affixed. Done in the city of Manila, this 29th day of June in the year of our Lord, 1992. Signed, Corazon Aquino. By the President, signed, Franklin R. Drilon, Executive Secretary. Online source goo.gl/WSW405. Page 4 of 48. In his letter, Mr. Javito Arsalanga 1920-2016, then chairman of the Presidential Commission on Good Government PCGG, confirmed to then President Cory that Marcos my father's divine wealth is not ill-gotten. Then U.S. President Ronald Reagan 1911-2004, Queen Elizabeth II, and my father received a copy of Mr. Salanga's letter. Republic of the Philippines, Presidential Commission on Good Government, Mandaluyong, Metro Manila. Letter number August 25, 1986, Her Excellency, President Corazon Aquino, Malacanang Palace, Manila. Dear Mrs. President, we've been quoted here under per our preliminary conference with the Union Bank of Switzerland. They showed before us 62 pages of healing Kalubantitapan corroborating that the assets and properties of former President Ferdinand E. Marcos per conveyance of the International Court of Justice and other world authorities as the divine assets and properties of the Holy Father in heaven, and according to them, all his accounts worldwide, per Marcos' instruction, have no cash availability, and he transferred all his authority to a certain spiritual wonder boy holding birth certificate number 1200, F74. As ecumenical church member, I reconsider this wealth, intended for the development of our country per will of Mr. Marcos, as divine, restricted and not ill-gotten. Hoping that you have to amend and reconsider some rules and principles of our office. Sincerely yours, signed, Javito Arsalanga, Chairman, Presidential Commission on Good Government. Note: we have been directed by the Interpol to send a copy of this letter to Mr. Marcos for his reference in exchange of our clearance from economic sanction that will be served against our country by the world authorities due to our lack of probable cause. Even U.S. government cannot be refrained and intervened. Signed, Ronald Reagan, Queen Elizabeth II, Ferdinand E. Marcos. Online source goo.gl/HRET8, 4. Page 5 of 48. Attorney Andres D. Bautista, then chairman of the PCGG, also verified to then President Benigno Simeon Abnoy Aquino III, that the world authorities proclaimed Marcos divine wealth. Republic of the Philippines, Presidential Commission on Good Government. Letter number January 21, 2013. His Excellency, President Benigno Simeon Aquino III, Office of the President of the Philippines, Malacanang Palace, Manila. Dear President Aquino, we regretfully to inform you that our plea to forfeit all former President Ferdinand E. Marcos' wealth had been rejected with warning by the world authorities, and they forwarded before us copies of the documents of late President Ferdinand E. Marcos given to Mr. Anthony Santiago Martin, holder of birth certificate number 1200 F74, which Mr. Marcos also attested, and resident of Rizal Street, San Sebastian, Hagonoy, Bulacan 3002, that considering all Mr. Marcos' wealth already transferred to the responsibilities of Mr. Martin, and reconsidered it as divine wealth. We further prayed for immediate ruling of the real function of our department/agency, that had been paid by our local taxpayers. Very truly yours, signed, Andres D. Bautista, Chairman. CC. Department of Justice. Online source goo.gl/FZCG4H. Page 6 of 48. Based on the Treasury, Certificates General Party Information, the name of signatory/trustee/keeper/holder is Anthony Santiago Martin ASM, which is my code name. Thus, I'm the owner of the following accounts. The Treasury Certificate page 70 in PDF copy includes these accounts, which have been time deposited with 4% per annum since January 1, 1966. Central Bank of the Philippine Islands, account numbers, net balances 34, 87, 57, 48, 55, 85, to US $500 trillion. Sponsored by 20,000 metric tons of gold. Account numbers, net balances 77, 79, 18, 27, 8. US dollars infinite. I'm declared and recognized as the Royal King of the Philippine Islands page 86 in PDF copy, based on the Treasury Certificate whose declassified copy is viewable and downloadable in PDF format through this web link, goo.gl/BCRRBT, Google Drive. I'm the Royal King of Maharlika. My great-grandfather is King Philip II, who is also known as King Louis ang TAGEAN. As president, my father initiated the first Manila Summit Conference, the very first ASEAN Summit on October 24 to 25, 1966, and the Volcanic Summit Law on January 24 to 25, 1967, earmarking $500 Callion US dollars followed by 42 zeros, which is the legitimate source of the IBS, for the forthcoming Divine Master Plan of the New World Society. Malacanang World Head Pihaw Palace Parliament. Royal Godalite Head Palace Dovest Dove. Apo HGS Judge Ferdinand Pihaw and Romoris Dovest Dove Hapradiis Popa UKHK World Pihaw MPDG, FEO, Dove. PDGW 01-4 02 27 XX Alpha in Omega Ariando UE Ariwari Apo 01A02 27 4NL Found arrest SOHBSE/OGNTZ International Reserve of the Philippines and H World. His Majesty Apo HGS Judge Ferdinand Pihaw, IMDD, Head Expert Divine Master Plan of the New World Society. 1,057 Mother Gold Guarantee Deposit / Account Set. PHP 780 billion peso, GLTD. US dollar. 500, 000, 000, 000, 000, 000, 000, 000, 000, 000, 000, 0, 000, USD. $500 Callion US dollar CFR Trilateral Commission. IRO Phil, H World Head Expert Divine Master Plan, OGNTZ, SOGBSE, Firmament. H World Intertheding and Supertheding Body Ministerial Apostolic Region 1 to 13. WIFUB, SORDC, SSIL. APO H World and Re-Families Umbrella Bread, Synchronization of the Regional Developmental Council of the Eden World Lemuria Philippines. 1 million metric tons, DORE, Bullion Metal 999.9 Synopsis G7, Malacanang World Head Pihaw Palace Parliament Manila Summit Conference October 24 to 25, 1966. 5 Quint Power Malacanang World Head Pihao Palace Parliament Manila Volcanic Summit Law January 24 to 25, 1967. HWIRO. Phil is the center, mother and guarantee of all 167 allied estate nation and central power. Mother guarantee certificate of IRO Phil H World ABL Gold Bullion Head Pihao Palace. APO 0102 2XX4 AOHGS Judge Ferdinand Pihao and Remoristo Vest Dove 15 01001. Page 7 of 48. The participants of the 1966 Manila Summit Conference were Prime Minister Harold Holt of Australia, President Park Chung-hee of the Republic of Korea, Prime Minister Keith Harlyoke of New Zealand, President Ferdinand Marcos of the Philippines, Prime Minister Thanan Kittikachorn of Thailand, President Lyndon B. Johnson of the United States of America, and Prime Minister Nguyen Cao Kai and Chairman Nguyen Van Thieu of South Vietnam. The amount of $500 callion is backed up by at least 1 million metric tons of Dora bullion. Dora gold bars are typically a super high gold content alloy, sometimes actually pure, created at the site of Lemuria or Lemuria, that refers to gold mining in the hollow earth or inner earth. The first public scientific evidence of the hollow earth occurred in 1947 when Rear Admiral Richard E. Bide of the United States Navy inplaned and flew directly to the North Pole to enter the inner earth. Refer to goo.gl/1NFXFX. In his diary with other witnesses, his crew, he tells of traveling 1,700 miles in the hollow earth's interior and discovered cities and a thriving civilization. In January 1956, Admiral Bide led an Antarctic expedition to penetrate the inner earth for 2,300 miles through the South Pole. In her article, entitled Earth's Inner Fort Knox, Ann Wooten referred to a calculation of geologist Bernard Wood, of Macquarie University in Australia, that the inner Earth's core has 1.6 quadrillion tons of AUWGL/OYYNSU. My identification documents such as the NSO-issued certificate of live birth, which proves that I'm the son of Ferdinand Evelyn Marcos, Certificado de Baptismo, government-issued identification cards, and others, are accessible online with a download option through goo.gl/5st3 4K. Page 8 of 48. The respective monarchs of the United Kingdom: Queen Elizabeth II, Spain King Philip VI and Queen Letizia, Norway King Harald V, and Denmark Queen Margaret II are descendants of Queen Victoria of the United Kingdom and Ireland, my grandaunt, and King Christian IX of Denmark, my granduncle. Monarchs descended from Queen Victoria. Source of genealogy, Wikipedia. Queen Victoria, my grandaunt, Alice of the United Kingdom, Edward VII, Arthur Duke of Connaught and Stratham, Leopold Duke of Albany, Beatrice of the United Kingdom, Victoria Princess Royal, Victoria of Hesse and by Rhine, George V, Maud of Wales, Margaret of Connaught, Charles Edward Duke of Saxe-Coburg and Gotha, Victoria Eugenie of Battenberg, William German Emperor, Sophia of Prussia, Alice of Battenberg, George VI, Olav V of Norway, Ingrid of Sweden, Gustav Adolf, Duke of Vesterbotten, Sibylla of Saxe-Coburg and Gotha, Juan, Count of Barcelona, Victoria Louise of Prussia, Philip Duke of Edinburgh, Elizabeth II, my second cousin, 2x removed. Harold V of Norway, my second cousin, 2x removed. Margaret II of Denmark, my second cousin, 3x removed. Carl XVI Gustav of Sweden, my second cousin, 2x removed. Frederica of Hanover, Paul of Greece, Juan Carlos I of Spain, Sophia of Greece and Denmark, Philip VI of Spain. my second cousin, 3x removed. Margaret II of Denmark is descended 1 each, from Victoria, as my second cousin, 3x removed, and Christian IX, as my second cousin, 2x removed. For more information, refer to page 38. Queen Victoria's twin brother was King Ferdinand VII, my grandfather, whom I inherited the Code of Quran. Her Royal Highness Alexandra Josephine Teresa Charlotte Mary Wilhelmine, who is Her Royal Highness Henry's only daughter, is my fiancée and my second cousin, 4x removed. Her Royal Highness Alexandra, who is the Princess of Luxembourg, is my would-be Queen of Quran in the near future. I recently sent letters to Queen Elizabeth II, King Philip VI and Queen Letizia, King Harold V, Queen Margaret II, Grand Duke Henry and Grand Duchess Maria Theresa of Luxembourg, King Carl XVI, Emperor Akihito of Japan, and US President Donald John Trump, who is also my relative, requesting their assistance to my worldwide enforcement of the Code of Quran. Regarding Marco Di Moro's official document dated February 10, 2011, the Alpha Omega Global Mars Hall program has an initial appropriation of my $456 trillion under the Code of Quran, goo.gl/86C70X. The people of the Philippine Islands are my major beneficiaries. Page 9 of 48. I have the honor to provide you more information about my global assets. Human Trust Jinru Shikin, which is the 2013 Japanese suspense film, ascertains the existence of the M Fund, meaning Mankind Fund, which is the secret joint US-Japan account for gold-based currencies. In their expository book entitled Gold Warriors, America's Secret Recovery of Yamashita's Gold, Sterling and Peggy Seagrave reveal that the only people who knew of the stashes of the 175 hidden treasure vaults in the Philippines were the Japanese military tops and the imperial family, also referred the Imperial House of Japan, including the Emperor Hirohito, whose name has the meaning of abundant benevolence. The Seagraves also allege that the Emperor Hirohito appointed his brother Prince Chichibu to head a secret organization from 1937 to 1946 called the Golden Lily Kinoyuri Operation, by which the imperial household's members were personally involved in a territorial expansion for their massive treasure hunting in Asia. Prince Chichibu's secret team was given a code name of the Golden Lily after a poem the said emperor had once written. The Golden Lily operation included the Yamashita's gold. Together with Nazi war loot from Europe, the United States funneled the Yamashita's gold into the Black Eagle Trust, named after the Nazi insignia stamped on gold bullion stolen by the Nazis, and discussed clandestinely at the Bretton Woods in 1944. From which the Federal Reserve System and others would be greatly and secretly funded. According to this YouTube video entitled The Philippine History Revisited, the wealthiest nation on earth, which is secretly authored by Karen Hughes, Dr. Jose P. Rizal is the father of German Führer Adolf Hitler and Japanese General Tomoyuki Yamashita. goo.gl/UFWFG5 downloadable PDF file. In his online article entitled The Spoils of War, The Secret Story of World War II Japanese and Nazi Gold, David Gould reveals the plans of the United States in tandem with England before the Second World War, to wit. The United States had its own well-laid plans to become the imperial world power of post-World War II. These plans had been formulated before the Second World War by the Council on Foreign Relations, an organization founded by wealthy Americans in the wake of World War I, in tandem with England's Royal Institute of International Affairs, known as Chatham House for short. goo.gl/GFC3, 5C. I renewed with U.S. President Donald John Trump the 1950 bilateral MINESFIELD Breakthrough Successor Agreement BMBSA, enabling the Federal Reserve System with all the 13 vaults of my gold bullion, the Golden Lily as the super gold bullion bank of the world. I'm the Federal Reserve System's chairperson. I'm the successor heir and sole owner of the Black Eagle Trust's Japanese and Nazi gold. Page 10 of 48. I have the honor to provide you more information about my global assets. Human Trust Jinru Shikin, which is the 2013 Japanese suspense film, ascertains the existence of the M Fund, meaning Mankind Fund, which is the secret joint US-Japan account for gold-based currencies. In their expository book entitled Gold Warriors, America's Secret Recovery of Yamashita's Gold, Sterling and Peggy Seagrave reveal that the only people who knew of the stashes of the 175 hidden treasure vaults in the Philippines were the Japanese military tops and the imperial family, also referred the Imperial House of Japan, including the Emperor Hirohito, whose name has the meaning of abundant benevolence. The Seagraves also allege that the Emperor Hirohito appointed his brother Prince Chichibu to head a secret organization from 1937 to 1946 called the Golden Lily Kinoyuri Operation, by which the imperial household's members were personally involved in a territorial expansion for their massive treasure hunting in Asia. Prince Chichibu's secret team was given a code name of the Golden Lily after a poem the said emperor had once written. The Golden Lily operation included the Yamashita's gold. Together with Nazi war loot from Europe, the United States funneled the Yamashita's gold into the Black Eagle Trust, named after the Nazi insignia stamped on gold bullion stolen by the Nazis, and discussed clandestinely at the Bretton Woods in 1944. From which the Federal Reserve System and others would be greatly and secretly funded. According to this YouTube video entitled The Philippine History Revisited, the Wealthiest Nation on Earth, which is secretly authored by Karen Hughes, Dr. Jose P. Rizal is the father of German Führer Adolf Hitler and Japanese General Tomoyuki Yamashita. goo.gl/UFWFG5 downloadable PDF file. In his online article entitled The Spoils of War, The Secret Story of World War II Japanese and Nazi Gold, David Gould reveals the plans of the United States in tandem with England before the Second World War, to wit, the United States had its own well-laid plans to become the imperial world power of post-World War II. These plans had been formulated before the Second World War by the Council on Foreign Relations, an organization founded by wealthy Americans in the wake of World War I, in tandem with England's Royal Institute of International Affairs, known as Chatham House for short. goo.gl/GFC3, 5C. I renewed with U.S. President Donald John Trump the 1950 bilateral MINESFIELD Breakthrough Successor Agreement BMBSA, enabling the Federal Reserve System with all the 13 vaults of my gold bullion, the Golden Lily as the super gold bullion bank of the world. I'm the Federal Reserve System's chairperson. I'm the successor heir and sole owner of the Black Eagle Trust's Japanese and Nazi gold. Page 10 of 48. In Day of Deceit, The Truth About FDR and Pearl Harbor, Robert Stinnett proves America's greatest secret and worst military disaster. The attack on Pearl Harbor was not a surprise military strike by the Imperial Japanese Navy Air Service against the United States naval base at Pearl Harbor, Hawaii Territory, on December 7, 1941. For Stinnett, the attack was a result of the carefully orchestrated design initiated by the US government. Stinnett's book still makes the case that the attack on Pearl Harbor was the result of an intentional 8-step plan drawn up by Naval Intelligence Lieutenant Commander Arthur H. McCollum, and implemented by then US President Franklin Delano Roosevelt, FDR, in cahoots with the Japanese military tops. FDR dispatched his closest advisor and the Secretary of the War Cabinet, Harry Hopkins, to meet British Prime Minister Winston Churchill in January 1941. Hopkins told Churchill, "The President FDR is determined that we the United States and England shall win the war together." The Japanese attack on Pearl Harbor on December 7, 1941 marked the official entrance of the United States into World War II, demonstrating FDR's ulterior motive of winning the war on the British side. FDR ordered General Douglas MacArthur to launch a number of successful offensive operations against the Japanese military in the Pacific, including the Philippines during the Second World War after the 1941 Pearl Harbor attack. General MacArthur successfully accomplished his retaliatory mission with Secretary of War Henry L. Stimson, who ordered Assistant Secretary of War John J. McCloy to be the planner of the Black Eagle Trust. For Karen Hughes, the atomic bombings of Hiroshima and Nagasaki in 1945 hastened the Japanese surrender, causing Hitler to redirect his treasure ships of looted gold and valuables toward his ally, Japan, to the Philippines. Based on the online article entitled The Secret History of the Atomic Bomb, Albert Einstein's letter to FDR dated August 2, 1939 was delivered personally by Alexander Saches, who is a bagman for the Rothschilds, on October 11, informing FDR that the Rothschilds approved of the atomic bomb project goo.gl/HTFXPF. The Rothschilds were behind the costly project. The financial power of England is centered in the London branch of the House of Rothschild goo.gl/KUT919. The Rothschild family controls the United States of America through their private Federal Reserve System goo.gl/SMLNWC. According to the said weblink, the House of Morgan, which also fell under Rothschild's and Rockefeller's control, encouraged the Japanese attack on Pearl Harbor in 1941, by conspiring to share war profits with the Iwasaki and An clans who owned Mitsubishi and Mitsu in Japan. Page 11 of 48. According to Hughes, Rizal, in his disguised role as Father Jose Antonio Diaz, elicited secret information directly from his son, Yamashita, identifying easily valuable burial sites of massive looted wealth in the Philippines. In 1944, General Dwight Eisenhower initiated the Bretton Woods Conference to confiscate all the gold stolen by Hitler and Yamashita goo.gl/EACPKA. When the numerous plunder sites were located, and the stolen assets were recovered over the next few years, the gold and other treasures were deposited in over 170 bank accounts spread across more than 40 countries, all of whom were signatories of the 1944 Bretton Woods Agreement, which resulted into my father's and Rizal's creation of the World Bank and the IMF. The recovered assets came to be known as the Black Eagle Trust. The men responsible for initiating and executing the confiscation of Nazi and Japanese treasury gold represented the most senior intelligence officers in the US and Britain at the end of World War II, and the cabinet of the President of the United States goo.gl/XZEMFK. The recovered Nazi and Japanese treasures, the black gold, gave Washington virtually limitless unaccountable funds, providing an asset base to reinforce the treasuries of America's allies goo.gl/9PBTVL. Based on the Treasury certificate, the Rothschild and Sons Great Britain with account number 30 92 83 76 67 71 2 has a net balance of infinite and time deposit of 4% per annum since January 1, 1967. The Rothschild family is linked with all depository information for the people of the Philippine Islands and the authorized party of President Ferdinand E. Marcos, page 53. As the Committee of 300's chairpersons, Queen Elizabeth II, and I govern the world through these 3 city-states or privately owned corporations. 1. Vatican City. 2. The City of London. And 3. Washington, D.C. The City of London, which is officially known as the Crown, controls the World Bank, IMF, European Central Bank, European Union, UNO, and Federal Reserve System, which is reportedly controlled by the Rothschilds goo.gl/1TR9KS. The Jesuit order is, since 1814, in complete control of the obscenely wealthy Vatican institution and its Catholic clergy hierarchy, and presently also controls various other military organizations together with the Military Order of Malta goo.gl/TRXREB. According to the said web link, Washington, D.C.'s original name was Rome, Maryland, and a branch of the Potomac River was called Tiber Creek, which was named after the Tiber River in Rome. My name TIBURCIO is a Spanish and Portuguese form of the Roman cognomen Tiburtius, which mean of Tiber. Tiber is the ancient name of Tivoli, a town in east of Rome. My name can also be associated with the Tiber River. It has been the site of wars, engineering achievements, and international trade. Page 12 of 48. Based on the said Treasury certificate, the Federal Reserve Board has the account worth $500 followed by 54 zeros sponsored by 10 million metric tons of gold time deposited with 4% per annum on January 1, 1966. The Treasury certificate identifies me, not the Rothschild family, as the true signatory/trustee/keeper/holder of this account, whereby I'm the owner. A copy of the certificate reveals my deposit of 80,000 metric tons of gold in the Treasury Vault of Citibank North America, Fort Knox, where the 13th Federal Reserve Bank is located in the United States of America. None of the gold stored in the 13 bullion depositories or treasury vaults of the Federal Reserve System Fed belongs to the Rothschild family and other ruling families in the Crown in the City of London. The Rothschilds, and others, merely serve as my public front in the Fed. Central Bank of the Philippines, Office of the Monetary Board, Manila. Certificate of Depositor, in Trust Deposit. This certificate that there have been deposited in the Treasury Vault of Citibank, NA, located in Head Office, New York 10043 USA, care of John S. Reed, Chairman and CEO, with full obligation and responsibility. The following trust accounts: Citibank NA, Fort Knox. Head Office, New York 10043 USA. 1. Trust Account Number 777-9-11. 2. Trust Account Number 777-12-11. Volume 80,000 metric tons of gold, AU. Purity 999.9. Fineness. Warehouse, Fort Knox. Trust Depositor, Jose Antonio de la Paz. Alias Severino Santa Romana et al. Asset Owner Code TVMLSM 666, Harbor King, 2005. Restructure Date, 1983. Maturity, 2005. And which shall be free from all liens and encumbrances, no criminal origin covered by insurance, immunity, and Security Code 50-20, 2005. Done in the office of the Monetary Board of Central Bank of the Philippines this 14th of October in the year of our Lord 1983. Signed, Jaime C. Lea, Governor, Central Bank of the Philippines. Signed, Ferdinand E. Marcos, President, Legal Counsel of TVMLSM 666. Signed, Father Jose Antonio Diaz alias Severino Santa Romana et al., Trust Depositor of TVMLSM 666. Signed, Tiburcio Villamor Marcus, owner/sole signatory. Confirmed by Citibank. Page 13 of 48. The Department of the Treasury, which is an executive department and the Treasury of the United States federal government, issued on August 11, 1979 this certification to all international governments and monetary authorities about my global cash account with the sum of $300 with 39 zeros and assets and commodities that are protected by global immunity. Department of the Treasury. Office of the General Counsel. Washington, D.C. 20220. To all Board of Governor of the worldwide central banks, international government and monetary authorities. By the authority of the Board of Governors of the Federal Reserve Bank System, Washington, D.C. 2561. And the Department of U.S. Treasury in accordance with Public Law 8766 cited old and new series of currency recorded in the Bank International Settlement Boston, Zurich, Switzerland and Netherlands. Tiburcio Villamor Marcus, coded name TVMLSM 666AAAO01 Global Account Number 97 54 32 01 10. Special grant from Code of 01 TVMLSM 666 reads Sirach Chapter 44, 12. 3 to 12 Siemens of the first AAAO01 Global Cash Account the sum of 300, 000, 000, 000, 000, 000, 000, 000, 000, 000, 0000 issued to back up his U.S. federal ID number, C60 84 79, to redeem the assets and commodities, restructured from August 11, 1986, maturity August 11, 2007, protected by global immunity and security. 4136-25070. Redeemers Code 17. 38-777. Done in Washington, D.C. 220, 11th of August 1979. Signed, Jose Bautista Cruz and Phil, Trust Depositor of Victory Notes. Signed, Russell L. Monk, Assistant General Counsel. Signed, T. Page Nelson, Director Foreign Currency. Page 14 of 48. The Federal Reserve System's Board of Governors issued this certificate on August 11, 1979 to all Board of Governors of central banks, identifying me as Tiburcio Villamor Marcus, who is entitled to the amount with 40 zeros for the control of the world assets. By virtue of power vested to me by the U.S. Federal Reserve Banking System and the Department of U.S. Treasury, my ID number C60 84 79 is protected by the Treaty of Perpetual and Global Immunity. Board of Governors of the Federal Reserve System. Washington, D.C. 2055 1. To all Board of Governors of Central Bank worldwide acknowledged by the authority of the United States Treasury in accordance with U.S. Federal Reserve Bank System, given identity to Tiburcio Villamor Marcus, coded name TVMLSM 666AAAO01 Global Account Number 97 54 32 01 10 Special Grant from Code of 01 TVM LSM 666 reads Sirach chapter 44:12. 3-12 Seaments of the first AAAO01 global cash account issued on August 11, 1986 after restructured from the Code of Last Will and Testament from 1952 ended. August 11, 1986. The amount of 40 zeros is prepared to control the World Asset Access Reserve maturity 2007. Therefore, by virtue of power vested by the U.S. Federal Reserve Banking System and the Department of the U.S. Treasury in accordance with Public Law 87-66, cited old and new series of currency, assets, and commodities for the consonance of our objective to back up the said mentioned ID number C60-84-79 to redeem under Code 1738-777, approved and amended during post-PAC conference known as Inatus Vias Obligatus et Instituto Apping 1969 known as Inheritance Power of Responsibility Blue Seal, S66. Done in Washington, D.C. 220, this 11th of August 1979. Signed, Jose Bautista Cruz and Phil. Trust Depositor of Victory Notes. Signed, Preston Martin. Vice Chairman of U.S. Federal Reserve. Page 15 of 48. This declaration order, covered by the law of Treaty of Perpetual, verified on February 7, 1976 that I, as TVMLSM 666, have full discretionary power on my trust asset commodities in bullion banks around the world. Then Presidents Ferdinand E. Marcos and Gerald R. Ford signed this declaration from the United Nations Conference on Trade and Development UNCTAD. UNCTAD. United Nations Conference on Trade and Development. Declaration of the Law of Treaties for Code TVMLSM 666, CR 1949. Know all men by these presents. An international identified by the law of agreements, concluded between the state and private ownership of property, in written from the group of 77 representing United Nations, governed by international law, embodied in bullion banks around the world more related banks, instruments and whatever its particular designation of TVMLSM 666 is duly ratified, accepted, approved, and amended by the International Promotion for Peace Communities, whereby a state, established in the international plan with the help is trust asset as backup of the managerial papers currency its consent, to be bound by a treaty of perpetual. Therefore hereof in the year 2005 agreed, that all trust asset commodities is duly matured TVMLSM 666 has full and discretionary power, to move/remove or restructure, duly amended under unilateral agreement in accordance with Certificate of Entitlement, included the inventory list signed by Trust Depositor of TVMLSM 666, owner and sole signatory. Further, this declaration order, covered by the law of Treaty of Perpetual, assignment without let of hindrance as a clause of his vital documents issued by the Court of Passé, Order Republic Act 26, adopting and authenticated in the ministerial meeting, the person stated expressing the consent of the state, to be bound by a treaty for accomplishing of any other act of international banking law of bailment. Done in the Philippines this 7th of February 1976. Signed, Ferdinand E. Marcos, President, Republic of the Philippines. Signed, Gerald R. Ford, President United States of America. Signed, Gaston Egmont Thorne, President of the General Assembly of the United Nations. Signed, Kurt Waldheim, Secretary-General of the United Nations. Signed, Gregorio S. Licorice, Chairman of the Board of Governors of Central Bank of the Philippines. Signed, Fred Cruz Castro, Chief Justice of the Supreme Court. Confirmed by, signed, Tiburcio Villamor Marcus, Heir/owner/sole signatory, coded TVMLSM 666. Page 16 of 48. The Manila Declaration General Assembly of the Group of 77, 1981 adopted the New World Legal Order dated October 4, 1982 in UNCTAD, Cancun, Mexico. The New World Legal Order has only 5 commissions. 1. UNCTAD. 2. United Nations Industrial Development Organization UNIDO. 3. United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees UNHCR. 4. World Health Organization WHO. 5. Alpha Omega or the AOWDMP, which is under my chairmanship. This letter of instruction also confirmed my titular decree 010227408. Letter of Instruction Number 71C. From the Office of the Chairman of Group of 77. United Nations Plaza, New York 1, USA. Through Deputy Secretary General Mr. Alistair McTire. For UN Commission of International Trade Law and the International Security Council SC. Subject: approve the Manila Declaration. General Assembly of the Group of 77, 1981 adopted the New World Legal Order dated October 4, 1982 in UNCTAD, Cancun, Mexico. It was resolved and amended. Dear Sir, I presently constituted, being the head of state President of the Republic of the Philippines and the spokesman of the UN Group of 77, for the International Security Council, exercising the veto USSD and UN Charter of ECOSOC Article 55. The United Nations Charter in accordance with Resolution 108 and 109, and or the Article 55, 57, 63 for Economic and Social Cultural Council ECOSOC, through the Trusteeship Council Convention adopting Resolution Number 93, 55 in accordance with Article 55 for the preparation of ECOSOC 2005 economic project of the Alpha Omega World Peace Community Development Program in the year 2005. New World Legal Order. Adopted October 4, 1982. Have only 5 commissions: 1. UNIDO, 2. UNCTAD, 3. WHO, 4. UNHCR, and 5. Alpha Omega, as the implementer of the World Peace Marshall Plan program. Therefore, the range of activities covered of every aspect of the human existence for the people of the world, including academic studies and researches, for the World ECOSOC, for the World Peace Program of Actions. Henceforth, hereof, I hereby appoint TVMLSM 666. Titular Decree 010227408, Decree Titular Number 010227408, recorded in 7th Book and 7 Seal, Authoress of the Ferry Story and Malacanan Palace. Republic Act No. 5445 to 5446, Article 11, Section 124, Phil. Old and New Constitution, H. World UN Military Government, Trilateral ID No. 54, 32, 11, 01, 10, as my proxy, successor for the. Page 1 of 2. Page 17 of 48. This letter of instruction was signed by Kurt Waldheim, Secretary of the United Nations, approved by President Marcus as the spokesman of the UN Group of 77, and confirmed by the US President Ronald W. Reagan and me as the heir, owner, signatory, redeemer, and implementer. We confirmed the ECOSOC economic project of the Alpha Omega World Peace Community Development Program. Regarding the refusal of any trustee bullion bank to coordinate and comply with the rule of banking law of bailment, the liable bailee is punishable in DeVito Act or Embargo Act 1807. Members of ad hoc committee of the Group of 23, in preparatory commodities, otherwise finance the ECOSOC 2005, based and approved plan set in Resolution Number 93, 55 Article 55, 57, 63, adopted Resolution Number 3442. 30 of 1979 under Economic Zone of UNCTAD v General Assembly known as International Law of the Sea, Law of Treaties and the Law of Redeemer Resolution Number 3362 SV2, 6th Series of 1970 for Declaration of Diplomatic and Consular Ownership, age administer under Executive Order. Number 76 United Nations Plan of Action Number 35 authenticated by Ambassador of Paris Honorable Salvador P. Lopez. This new world legal order no intervention, non-use of political power, and respect the sovereignty, to avoid the destruction of the international documents represented by the bearer TVMLSM 666 to maintain the state of harmony amended in October 25, 1967. Any trustee bullion bank refused to coordinate and follow the rule of banking law of bailment, the bailee is punishable in DeVito Act or Embargo Act 1807. Done in Cancun, Mexico this 4th of October in the year of our Lord 1982. Signed, Kurt Waldheim, Secretary General, United Nations, Seal of United Nations, Kurt Waldheim. Approved by, signed, Ferdinand E. Marcos, spokesman of UN Group 77, Head of State/President, Republic of the Philippines, Seal of the President of the Philippines, President Ferdinand E. Marcos. Confirmed by, signed, Ronald Reagan, President United States of America, Head of State, Seal of the President of United States of America, President Ronald Reagan. Signed, TIBURCIO v. Marcos, heir/owner/sole signatory, Redeemers Code 1738-77, implementer of Alpha Omega, LSM 666 official seal, His Majesty, TIBURCIO VILLAMOR Marcos. Top secret. Seal of the Supreme Court of the Philippines. Signed, Fred Cruz Castro. Page 18 of 48. The leaders of the Allied Nations confirmed and certified on August 11, 1950 that I'm the sole heir/successor of the World Asset in Trust Deposit and all my commodities are protected by securities. Several treaties including Treaty of Agreement Article the 4th Embargo Act 1807, Global Immunities, and are free and clear of all liens and encumbrances, and without criminal origin. My assets commodities were authenticated by an assay office prior to transport/export directly to at least 7 bullion banks all over the world in coordination with the U.S. Treasury, Federal Reserve System, and others. The Trilateral Commission. 50 years of trust deposited in the Allied Nations. Gold, diamond, platinum. Treaty of Agreement Article 4. Embargo Act 1807. We, the leaders of the Allied Nations, represented by Supreme Commander Dwight Eisenhower, United States of America President Harry S. Truman, Secretary of State Henry Stemson, CIA Director E. I. Klein, USAFE Chairman Jesus Antonio Cruz Villamor, Ferdinand E. Marcos represented by House of Congress and Chief Legal Counsel of TVMLSM 666, Father Jose Antonio Diaz alias Severino Santa. Romana et al. Metal Trustee Depositor of TVTM LSM 666 and William V. Morales represented in behalf of Crows VILLAMOR TALLANO's family clan, Code of Coran, TVTM Soler/successor of the World Asset in Trust Deposit. Under the provision of ownership of the assets, commodities, the Speaker of the House of Congress, Ferdinand E. Marcos and the Governor of Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas Andres V. Castillo who lead in the BSP laboratory, to authenticate the metal assay before transport/export directly to Union Bank of Switzerland. Citibank, West Pacific Corporation Westpac, Germany, Bank of England, Saudi Arabia and the Bullion Bank of Yugoslavia known as Code of AA 777 MCD with the coordination of U.S. Treasury, U.S. Federal, World Metal Organization, International Security Council and Trusteeship Council. Copy of individual trust agreement is on file. We hereby confirmed, certify, that all commodities is under one umbrella TVTM LSM 666, protected by securities, several treaties, international immunities, are free and clear in any criminal offense, harassment, nolliens and encumbrances, duly declared and proclaimed under the gift of love, gift of liberty in favor of the successor heir TVTM LSM 666. Enter into inheritance power, the last surviving heir of the 1212 emperors by order of Justice Shaman. The Roman law relating to inheritance power of the late Julian Macleod TALLANO his heir assigned adjudicated under the civil law of ownership Article 426, 427 and 428 upon the execution of this document and instrument TVTM LSM 666 is the Soler/Solona sole signatory. Therefore, whereof, we hereby acknowledge to all concerned in behalf of the peoples of the world, this asset is movable in the year 2005. Done in Malacanang Palace this 11th of August in the year of Lord 1952. Signed, Harry S. Truman, President United States of America. Signed, Dwight Eisenhower Supreme Commander, Allied Nations. Signed, Ferdinand E. Marcos, Congressman, Republic of the Philippines. Signed, Father Jose Antonio Diaz, Metal Trustee Depositor of TVTM, alias Severino Santa Romana. Signed, Jose Bautista Cruz, 10, 60, 84, 79 Far East, C1, C2. Signed, William V. Morales Representative, Code of Coran. Page 19 of 48. The peoples of the United States of America issued Embargo Act 1807 to the peoples of the Allied Nations under the New World Legal Order, mandating the state to promote social justice and to ensure my dignity, welfare, and security. I'm also identified as the World Trust Fund's owner vested by the rights of ownership under the rules of law established in the International Court of Justice under Olmsted. US 277 US 438. Top Secret. Operation Embargo Act 1807. The Trilateral Commission. Order. From the peoples of the United States of America, and to the peoples of the Allied Nations granted with support of Treaty of Versailles issued Embargo Act 1807 under, by United Nations New World Legal Order pursuant to Resolution No. 108 and 109 amended in UNCTAD on October 4, 1982. At Cancun, Mexico. Duplicate copy. 1. Under ratification of the vital banking instruments presented by the spokesman of Group of 77, Head of State, and President of the Republic of the Philippines Ferdinand Edrelin Marcos. 2. The state respects the United Nations Charter to Charter Article 2 ECOSOC Article 55 Special Resolution Proviso Article 57 and 63, that they considered the final recommendation of the conference towards an international endorsement of a new trade policy for development using the TVTMLSM 666 Trust Asset Around the World Under 50 to 20 policy ended 2005. 3. The state promote under Manila Declaration of Code. The Code of Ethic, Code of Conduct, Code of Quran, Code of Redeemer, Code of Trust Account Coded Name protected by Article 1405 Law on Secrecy of Bank Deposits supported by Treaty of Versailles and several treaties is duly amended. 4. The state promotes the world of trust and banking institutions. The rules of law and person promote physical, intellectual social justice. 5. The state shall promote social justice, to ensure the dignity, welfare, security, for the sole holder of the trust asset vested by the rights of ownership under the rules of law established by the International Court of Justice under Olmsted U.S. 277, U.S. 438. Those who violated the mutual agreement is punishable in the International Court of Justice Paris, France and subject foreclosure and operation embargo under banking law of bailment. Done in Cancun, Mexico this 4th of October in the year of our Lord 1982. Signed, Ronald Reagan, President United States of America. Signed, Jimmy Carter, Trilateral Commission, ex-President of USA. Signed, Ferdinand E. Marcos, President, Republic of the Philippines. Signed, Gregorio S. Licorice, ESP Governor. Signed, TVTMLSM 666, owner of World Trust Fund, Trilateral ID number 54 32 11 01 10. Seal of the Board of Governors of the Federal Reserve. Seal of the Department of the Treasury. Page 20 of 48. Based on Statement Number 5 of the Trilateral Commission's Order, Operation Embargo Act 1807 is enforceable to bailees, who are liable for violating the mutual agreement about my rights of ownership, and they are criminally punishable in the International Court of Justice. Consequently, they will be arrested, incarcerated without bail for many years, and their assets and properties will be also lawfully confiscated. 5. The state shall promote social justice, to ensure the dignity, welfare, security, for the sole holder of the trust asset vested by the rights of ownership under the rules of law established by the International Court of Justice under Olmsted U.S. 277, U.S. 438. Those who violated the mutual agreement is punishable in the International Court of Justice Paris, France and subject foreclosure and operation embargo under banking law of bailment. Done in Cancun, Mexico this 4th of October in the year of our Lord 1982. Signed, Ronald Reagan, President United States of America. Signed, Jimmy Carter, Trilateral Commission, ex-President of USA. Signed, Ferdinand E. Marcos, President, Republic of the Philippines. Signed, Gregorio S. Licorice, ESP Governor. Signed, TVTMLSM 666, owner of World Trust Fund, Trilateral ID number 54 32 11 01 10. Seal of the Board of Governors of the Federal Reserve. Seal of the Department of the Treasury. I'm the successor of David Rockefeller 1915-2017 in his chairmanship of the Trilateral Commission, which can sanction a country to declare war. As the Trilateral Commission's chairman, I can economically shut down any allied and non-allied nations, which fail to implement the World Economic, Social, and Cultural Development Project. As the 7th Star Governor General of the United Nations and the Supreme Commander of the International Bureau of Central Interpol, I can also command military and police forces if need be. I am also the chairman of the International Police Commission HIPC, which is impervious to the New People's Army in the entire Philippines. Group of Trilateral Commission of Global Funder, Ronald Reagan, President United States of America, David Rockefeller, Chairman, Trilateral Commission, Jimmy Carter, Trilateral Commission, ex-President of USA, Ferdinand E. Marcos, President, Republic of the Philippines, Tiburcio V. Marcos, Alpha Omega World Chairman, holder of the 7th Golden Key of White Stallion. Page 21 of 48. The Board of Governors of the Federal Reserve System officially issued on August 11, 1983 my identification number C60-84-7-940 VMLSM 666 my code name, identifying me as TIBURCIO VILLAMOR Marcus coded LSM 666. 777, AAA Coran C1 C2, and as the World Assets Holder, and confirming to all Board of Governors worldwide about my identification. Jose Bautista Cruzan, who was my consanguineal trust depositor, signed my identification, which was issued by Dr. Preston Martin, who was an American banker and the Federal Reserve Board's vice chairman. Board of Governors of the Federal Reserve System. Washington, D.C. 2055, 1. 2. All Board of Governors worldwide acknowledge. By the authority of United States Treasury, in accordance with U.S. Federal Reserve System, given identity to TIBURCIO VILLAMOR Marcus coded LSM 666. 777, AAA Coran C1 C2 holder of the World Asset Access Reserve Trust for 5,020 years. Redeemers Code number 1738-777. The U.S. Treasury, identified, pursuant to USA Public Law 87-66. Cited old series currency, used as asset as backup of Metal S Adjustment Act under Section 5, provided to act as holder of several treaties under Security Code MR 576 CF Fill, Global Immunity with 7 counts of gents, decree and LOI. Therefore upon the execution of the special proviso, the U.S. Federal Reserve System issued identification number C60-84-7940 VMLSM 666. Done in Washington, D.C. 2055, 1 this 11th day of August 1983. Confirmed by. Signed, Jose Bautista, Cruzan Phil. Trust Depositor of Victory Notes. Signed, Preston Martin. Vice Chairman of U.S. Federal Reserve. Page 22 of 48. By the authority of the Board of Governors of the Federal Reserve System, the Department of the U.S. Treasury issued my ID number IC 60-84-79. The U.S. Treasury and the Federal Reserve System officially acknowledged on July 11, 1979 to all boards of governors of the central banks and the international government monetary authorities a backup of a series of currencies, based on my asset commodities regarding C1 C2 1921 777. The U.S. Treasury's issuance of my ID number is authenticated by the Trilateral Commission of the Global Funder ID number 53 42 11 01 10. Department of the Treasury. Office of the General Counsel. Washington, D.C. 20,220. 2. All Board of Governor of the World Central Banks. International Government Monetary Authorities. By the authority of the Board of Governors of the Federal Reserve System, Washington, D.C. 2055, 1 and Department of the U.S. Treasury in accordance with Public Law 87-66, cited old and new series of currency, used TVMLSM 666 asset commodities for the consonance of our objective purposes to back up the C1. C2, 19, 21, 777 maturity 2005. Adjustment Act under Section 5 provided to act, or undertaking the position of Mr. Jose Bautista Cruz in Philippines, holder of Redeemers Code 1738-777. U.S. Treasury Code MR 576-CF-FIL. Therefore, upon the execution of this special proviso, we hereby issue the identity of TVMLSM 666, ID number IC 60-84-7-9 supported by Treaty of Perpetual, authenticated by the Trilateral Commission of Global Fund or ID number 54-32-11-01-10. Done in Washington, D.C. 20,220 this 11th day of July 1979. Sincerely. Signed, Russell L. Monk, Assistant General Counsel. Signed, Jose Bautista Cruz, Trust Depositor of Victory Notes. Signed, T. Page Nelson, Director Foreign Currency. The Trilateral Commission. ID number 01. Know all men by these presents. By virtue of power vested by the Allied Nations, TIBURCIO VILLAMOR Marcus, TVM, is registered in the Trilateral Society of Global Funder with Trilateral ID number 54-32-11-01-10. Titular Decree 010-2208, Republic Act 54-45-54, registered in the 7 Book and 7 Seal authorized under the 12 Tables and 12 Emperors of Roman law by Judge Schumann. The name Leo Steve Marcus, LSM, is registered in the Bank International Settlement with LSM Security Code 11-01-12. 33, 45, 1-888, protected by Treaty of Perpetual Relation CR 1949, founder of 7th White Stallion. Recognized by the World Organization as the owner and sole signatory of the World Mutual Trust Deposit and undertaking the Code of Koran Flat AAA 777 MCD bearing a diplomatic and consular minister, owner Article 426. 427 and 428. Done in United States of America this 11th of August 1981. Signed, Donald F. McHenry, U.S. Ambassador, United Nations. Signed, Jimmy Carter, Chairman, Trilateral Commission. Signed, Ferdinand E. Marcos, President, Republic of the Philippines, Spokesman of UN Group of 77. Signed, Kurt Waldheim, Secretary General, United Nations. Jimmy Carter as Chairman of the Trilateral Commission, and Marcos as President of the Republic of the Philippines were the co-signatories of these officials Donald F. McHenry and Kurt Waldheim of the United Nations. They confirmed that I'm duly registered as TIBURCIO VILLAMOR Marcus, TVM, in the Trilateral Commission of the Global Funder. I'm the owner and sole signatory of the World Mutual Trust Deposit. The Federal Reserve System was engineered into existence in 1913 by an international central banking cartel led by the Rothschild and Rockefeller families. specifically by John D. Rockefeller along with Zbigniew Brzezinski, who founded the Trilateral Commission in 1973. The founders of the Fed established the US-based Council on Foreign Relations to make the laws of the United States according to the CFR's agenda goo.gl/kvbenu. Page 23 of 48. The Group of Trilateral Commission of Global Funder officially issued this document on October 4, 1981. Alpha Omega, UNCTAD. From the desk of the Group of Trilateral Commission of Global Funder, member of the Board of Trustee as follows. Therefore the documents on file under LSM code, Trilateral ID number 54, 32, 11, 01, 10, LSM 666 110 11 23 34 51 888. Revelation 2010-11. The founder of 7, White Stallion Archangel Michael Almaton as protector under by order of Melchizedek, and from the desk of 12 Table, Group of Emperor, Judge Shaman of the Roman Law, since 1405. The Bank of International Settlement CH 4002 Battle, Switzerland and Credit Suisse First Boston 17 Rudy Lawson 1211 at Geneva granted and justified of the code LSM Alpha Omega Titular Decree number 01022-740A in accordance with Republic Act 5445-254 under the 7 Book and 7 Seal Author Est. Done in Geneva Conference Palace des Nations, this 4th of October in the year of our Lord 1981. David Rockefeller, Jimmy Carter, Zbigniew Brzezinski, Walter Mondale, Henry Kissinger, Peter Carrington. Signed, Ronald Reagan, President United States of America. Signed, David Rockefeller, Chairman, Trilateral Commission. Signed, Jimmy Carter, Trilateral Commission, ex-President of USA. Signed, Ferdinand E. Marcos, President, Republic of the Philippines. Signed, TIBURCIO V. Marcos, Alpha Omega World Chairman, holder of the 7th Golden Key of White Stallion. Therefore the documents on file under LSM code, Trilateral ID number 54, 32, 11, 01, 10, LSM 666 110 11 23 34 51 888. Revelation 2010-11. The founder of 7, White Stallion Archangel Michael Almaton as protector under by order of Melchizedek, and from the desk of 12 Table, Group of Emperor, Judge Shaman of the Roman Law, since 1405. The Bank of International Settlement CH 4002 Battle, Switzerland and Credit Suisse First Boston 17 Rudy Lawson 1211 at Geneva granted and justified of the code LSM Alpha Omega Titular Decree number 01022-740. A in accordance with Republic Act 5445-254 under the 7 Book and 7 Seal Author Est. The 1981 Group of Trilateral Commission consisted of these officials: David Rockefeller, Jimmy Carter, Zbigniew Brzezinski, Walter Mondale, Henry Kissinger, Peter Carrington. Page 24 of 48. Refer to this copy of the delivery receipts original dated August 11, 1950 that reveals the 400,000 metric tons of gold with gold certificate number 083030L50 in the Treasury vault of the Central Bank of the Philippines CBP. Based on the CBP's receipt, the gold and other commodities are integral part of the 1950 BMBSA goo.gl/VKPMY4. LSM 666 logo. El Banco Espanol Filipino Offshore Capital, and his subsidiary, El Banco Espanol Diésimo Segundo, importer under Executive Order No. 436 of July 1951, exporter amended under Republic Act 572 of 1950 RA No. 650. Office, Royal Custom House Aduana, Intramuros, Manila, República de Filipinas. King Philip II, also known as King Luis ang TAGEAN TALLANO. Ancestor of TVM, owner of the land, King Felipe. Queen Isabel II coin, grandmother of TVM, owner of the gold coin, Queen Isabel II. King Ferdinand VII coin, also known as Don Armando VILLAMOR, Ferdinand VII, grandfather of TVM, owner of the gold coin. Delivery receipt. Delivered to Central Bank of the Philippines. Attention, Honorable Miguel Cuaderno, Governor. Special trust deposit to the new Central Bank of the Philippines for special loan of 50 years, maturity 2000, deal number 002, protected by Security Code 5020, custodial safekeeping receipt, gold certificate numbers, inventory list, SKR numbers, B51, 26. 3, 11th of August 1950. Supreme Court of the Philippines seal. Signed, Attorney Fred Ruz Castro, Notary Public. Signed, Tiburcio Villamor Marcus, sole heir, owner, signatory. To whom it may concern. We, Trust Depositor of El Banco Espanol Diésimo Segundo, El Banco Espanol Offshore Capital, certified that we delivered the gold and other commodities owned by El Banco to the warehouse vault of Treasury of Central Bank of the Philippines as follows, to wit. Gold certificates numbers 1. 083 030 L50, 400,000 metric tons. 2. 083 031 L50, 3. 083 032 L50. Grand total of 217,500 metric tons. 4. 89 003 L50, total of 30,490, of gold bars, 12.6. 5. 92 009 L50, total of 12,253,622.69 troy ounces, or 30,490,934.41 bars, 12.5. 6. 93 010 L50, total of 56,295,890.84 troy ounces, or 144,812 bars of 12.5 kilos. 7. 94 011 L50, total of 11,120,743.16 troy ounces, or 27,671,967.02 bars, 12.5 kilos. 8. 94 011 L50. Vault and Ledger Accounting. 9. 94 001 L50. 10. 94 11 L50. 11. 95 012 L50, total of 10,552.43 troy ounces, in 26,258,930.9 bars, 12.5 kilos. 12. 109 02 L50, total of 381,136,675 metric tons. We certified further these commodities as integral part of the bilateral memorandum of agreement signed in 1950, be free of all taxes, no criminal origin, covered by the global immunities, treaties of agreement, maturity 2000. Done in the office of the Monetary Board, this 11th of August 1950. Confirmed by, signed, Miguel Cuaderno Sr., Governor of Central Bank. Delivered by, signed, Father Jose Antonio Diaz, Trust Depositor. Security assigned by, signed, General Dwight Eisenhower, Pentagon. Attested by, signed, Elpidio Quirino. Signed, Queen Elizabeth II. Signed, Tankaki. Central Bank of the Philippines Seal. U.S. Department of the Treasury Seal. Board of Governors of the U.S. Federal Reserve System Seal. Alpha Omega World Development Mars Hall Program Logo. U.S. National Security Agency Seal. In addition, the said 400,000 metric tons of gold were lawfully derived from King Solomon's 1,181,336,675 metric tons of gold, which I inherited from my ancestor named Marcus Ulpius Trajanus or Trajan 98-117 AD, Roman Emperor, through King Ferdinand VII under the Code of Koran. The CBP's receipt was signed by Father Jose Antonio Diaz, whose known real name is Jose Protasio Mercado JPM, before he called himself Rex Alorizal JPR, or King of Kings. JPR had access to King Ferdinand VII's wealth. Page 25 of 48. In 1939, JPR and two members of the TALLANO clan brought 640,000 metric tons of gold, which would be lent to Pope Pius XII, to the Vatican, where he was known as Jose Antonio Diaz de la Paz, or secretly the Black Pope, or the Jesuit Superior General. The Jesuits made London their commercial center of the world, and Rome their religious order. The Jesuits used the British Empire, which colluded with the Spanish Empire, to further the Black Pope's power. The CBP's receipt also identifies me as TIBURCIO VILLAMOR Marcus TVM, who is the sole/owner/signatory. Based on the CBP's receipt, my ancestor great-grandfather is King Felipe or Philip II, who was King of Spain, King of Portugal, King of Naples and Sicily, Jure King of England and Ireland, and his alias is King Luis ang Tagian Tillano, who was the ruler of Maharlika, Philippines, which is one of many kingdoms in Asia. The Philippines was named in honor of King Philip II of Spain. According to the article entitled Independent Confirmation of the Philippines Gold, and dated August 9, 2006, the deed of occupation of the Maharlika as drafted by Reverend Andreas Urdaneta on December 7, 1565 declared the whole Philippine archipelago as the property of King Philip II of Spain. After the British Royal Army and Navy's liberation of the Filipinos from the Spanish colonizers on October 6, 1762, the British government headed by General Dawson Draper ordered the said deed's replacement, to recognize Ratalacan Macleod Tagian Tillano as the Maharlika's legitimate heir, who is Maharaja Luis ang Tagian's grandson. The document was entitled Original Certificate of Title 01-4 Protocol, which was officially issued by the Royal Government of England, recognizing the claim of the Tagian royal family, that they have lived and ruled the Maharlikan Islands since time immemorial. Historically, the British OCT 01-4 Protocol turned over the archipelago to its original owner, the Tagian royal family, as represented by a prince, Lakan Acuna or Acuna Tagian. Reportedly, on January 7, 1764, the Spaniard, Simon de Anda, affirmed and reconfirmed the ownership of the Hacienda Filipina archipelago as embodied in the British OCT 01-4 Protocol, by issuing a Spanish new land title in the name of Prince Lakan Acuna Tagian Tillano. Based on the Philippine court's decision with compromise agreement dated February 4, 1972, the British royal government then issued a royal decree, Protocol 01-4, based on the laws of the West Indies, granting ownership of the Hacienda Filipina Philippine Archipelago, that was in the name of King Louis ang Taguian. To the TAGEAN clan, page 43, OCTT-01-4 was also in the name of Prince Lakan Aculia Tagian Tallano, also known as Ratu Lakan Tagian Tallano, page 61, who was married to Princess Rowena Maria Elizabeth Overbeck Macleod of Austria, page 5. Refer to the decision's PDF copy through this web link, goo.gl/trnwn. Page 26 of 48. As written in the CBP's receipt, my grandfather is King Ferdinand VII of Spain, also known as Don Armando Villamor, and others, and my grandmother is Queen Isabel II of Spain, who was instrumental in the establishment of the El Banco Español Filipino de Isabel II in the Philippines. King Ferdinand VII, who is also known as the Code of Flat Coron, Ferdinand Lakan Aculia Tallano, Flat, King of recognized asset nations, Coron, was King Felipe's successor heir in the sole ownership of the Hacienda Filipina Archipelago with the original certificate of title, OCTT-01-4, Transfer Certificate of Title, TCT 408 AN, TCT 498, and the gold bullion, platinum, diamond, which are lawfully protected by the royal decree, and the treaties of Paris and Versailles. The Land Registration Commission in the Philippines officially confirms that the El Banco Español Filipino de Isabel II is World Bank exporter of gold and other commodities with paid-up capital of $5 trillion, and El Banco Español Filipino offshore capital as my banking unit with paid-up capital of $356 million are the OCTT-01-4s. Integral part with code name of 01, AAA, registered in the 9 World Bank and 7 IMF, goo.gl/WGIKLN. The commission is under the Department of Justice. My royal family lent gold bullion to the Republic of the Philippines for the CBP's establishment in the year 1949, based on the gold reserves. Using his alias as Don Armando Villamor, King Ferdinand VII's daughter is Her Royal Highness Enemicia Cruzan Villamor, Princess of Spain, who is my mom. In the Scientism Delusion 2018, Gregory L. Garrett reveals that the three financial families, the Rothschilds, Morgans, and Rockefellers, all do the bidding of the Jesuit order due to Jesuit infiltration in their organizations. goo.gl/YCX5TY. The Rothschilds, who are Jesuits, have a controlling membership of the London Crown Temple Syndicate, because of their power base inside the City of London Corporation. Quoting Tupper Saucy, author of Rulers of Evil, Garrett exposes that the House of Rothschild is famous for helping nations go to war. King Ferdinand VII, whose alias is Prince Julian Macleod Tallano II, is the father of JPR, whose sons are Hitler and Yamashita, who are my cousins who secured my global assets during the Second World War. The Jesuit-controlled Federal Reserve Bank financed Hitler, who was merely a pawn in the hands of the Jesuits of the papacy. goo.gl/D3 8B4Z. The wealth of the world, which used to be under the Vatican's control, exchanged hands at the end of World War II. The former Black Pope, JPR, accomplished the mission of making me the wealth's new owner. Page 27 of 48. King Philip II, also known as King Louis ang Taguian. Location: Plaza Respina, Intramuros, Manila. Online image source goo.gl/WIRRPH. Page 28 of 48. On August 11, 1949, my first birthday, then President Elpidio Quirino and Miguel Cuaderno Sr., then Governor of the Central Bank of the Philippines, certified that King Ferdinand VII, known as Code of Flat Coron, is the successor of King Philip II, also known as King Louis ang TAGEAN, and the ownership of the real estate properties known as OCTT-01-4. TCT 408 and 498, and massive gold bullion, platinum, and diamonds, which are lawfully inherited goo.gl/LN9RFG. My ownership of such real estate properties and assets are protected by the Treaties of Paris, Versailles, and Perpetual. King Ferdinand VII issued his royal decree, mandating the establishment of El Bangko Español Filipino de Isabel II, whose office was located at the Royal Custom House Aduana in Intramuros. The bank functioned as the Philippines Central Bank goo.gl/X08-BN, leading to the establishment of the official and separate Central Bank of the Philippines on January 3, 1949. The new Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas was established on July 3, 1993, pursuant to the provisions of the 1987 Constitution, that was framed under the Cory Aquino administration, and the new Central Bank Act of 1993, Republic Act 7653 under the Ramos administration, morphing the old central bank into the new BSP, which attempted to purloin my gold bullion. The Supreme Court's decision Bangko Filipino vs BSP has upheld that the BSP is also responsible for the old central bank's liabilities. goo.gl/KXNCFJ page 3. Abner Aquino, Armando M. Tatanco Jr., Lila de Lima, Manuel A. Rojas, Franklin M. Drilon, Cesar V. Purisima, and Lorella S. Fernandez are liable for the illegal printing of at least $3 trillion in Thailand, based on my 3,500 metric tons of Marcus gold. They are crocodiles. You may read my letter to Mr. Michael Richard Pence, Vice President of the United States of America and President of the Senate, regarding the illegal misusage of Circular No. 49 Series of 2014, which was signed by de Lima, Rojas, Tatanco, Drilon, Purisima, and Fernandez, in the counterfeiting of at least $3 trillion in Thailand. goo.gl/FZHD5V. Page 29 of 48. My royal mother, Princess Amisha, is the mystery woman behind these two old coins, which were issued by the original CBP. 1 peso. Filipinas. Online image source goo.gl/YGIRP2. 20 centavos. Filipinas. Online image source goo.gl/C1, 5HS8. For more information about my royal mother, access the AOWDMP's official Facebook via goo.gl/CX3RBW. Page 30 of 48. King Ferdinand VII bequeathed to me 8 treasury redemption keys of the treasury vaults containing massive gold bullion. As Metal Commodities Trust Depositor, Father Jose Antonio Diaz signed a copy of this declassified document. Princess Maria Cristina II, spouse of King Ferdinand VII, also known as Flat, also signed this document. Photo of Queen Isabella II pointed by a red arrow is also included in this document. She was a signatory. Wikipedia confirms that the picture belongs to Queen Isabella II. https://englishwikipedia.org/wiki/Isabella II of Spain. Cloaked for secrecy. The key of gift of love in favor of my grandson TIBURCIO VILLAMOR Marcus code name LSM 666 777 AAAMCD flat Coron. Authentic bullion account. ABA 1960, New York, UCB Bank Key, City National Bank and Trust Company. Union Bank of Pittsburgh, New York Operation Key. Seal of Supreme Court of the Philippines, signed, Attorney Fred Ruz Castro, Notary Public, until December 31, 1907. Signed, Princess Maria Cristina II, Viuda de Prince Ferdinand Lacanate TALLANO, flat. Signed. 7 Golded Keys of 7th White Stallion, AAA 777 MCD. Signed, Father Jose Antonio Diaz, alias Severino Santa Romana et al., Metal Commodities Trust Depositor of TVMLSM 666. Page 31 of 48. Presidents Gerald R. Ford and Marcus, Queen Elizabeth II et al., officially issued on October 4, 1976 a copy of this reconfirmation of trust deposit to 9 World Bank and 7 IMFL Bangko Espenilla offshore capital DTVM with the sum of $300 followed by 39 zeros, and protected by several treatises and global immunities and free from all liens and encumbrances, and without criminal origin. Office of the President of the Philippines, Malacanang Palace, Manila. Reconfirmation of trust deposit in trust to 9 World Bank and 7 IMF, El Banco Espanol offshore capital DTVM. The Bank International Settlement Switzerland, Credit Suisse and Netherlands certified the special grant under Global Account Code AAA, AO, 01-4 as umbrella code on ANA, ABA, TVMLSM 666, in form of MCD as backup of uncut US dollars, yen, euro, NKD, RM fund transfer all over the world. CB Circular 343 PD. Number 10, 34 and CB clearance, peso to dollar TVMLSM 666 as legal proponent project ECOSOC United Nations Article 55, 57, and 63. We further certified the Board of Governors pursuant to ministerial summit held on 4th day October 1976 in Manila. The said trust assets of codename Flat, AAA, AO, 01-4, MCD, the sum of $300, 000, 000, 000, 000, 000, 000, 000, 000, 000, 0.00 protected by several treaties, global immunities declared no criminal origin, no liens and encumbrances, since 1851 covered by irrevocable letters of authority issued to sole heir, sole signatory in favor to TVMLSM 666 as follows. Account Control Code US Fed ID number C60 84 79 UST ID number IC60 84 79 Account number 97 54 32 01 10 010 22 740A Verification with Bloomberg Screen ICFAAA 13 00 300 QSIP number 775-1200, 300-77. This coupon are recorded in St. Vincent West Indies with insurance company and all assets withdrawable after maturity year 2009 or restructuring. If the commercial banking system institution coordinate the bilateral MINESFIELD successor breakthrough agreement in accordance with Section 7, 10, and 11. Done in Malacanang Palace this 4th day of October 1976. Signed, T. Page Nelson, Director, Foreign Currency. Signed, Preston Martin Vice Chairman, U.S. Federal Reserve. Signed, Gerald R. Ford President, United States of America. Signed, Gaston Egmont Thorne President, UN General Assembly. Signed, Queen Elizabeth II Head of Trilateral Commission. Signed, Ferdinand E. Marcos President, Republic of the Philippines. Currently, I'm the chairman of 10 world banks, which include the American Indian sovereign nation and central bank as the 10th World Bank. Page 32 of 48. The Board of Governors of the Central Bank of the Philippines officially issued on October 4, 1976 this certificate ownership trusteeship about my account with the sum of $300 followed by 39 zeros. President Marcos and Ford and Queen Elizabeth II signed this certificate. Central Bank of the Philippines. Office of the Monetary Board of Governor, Manila. Certificate of Depositor, Ownership, Trusteeship. In trust to 9 world banks, 7 International Monetary Fund IMF, deposited in special grant under Global Account Code AAA-A001, for Mother. Account Code of Quran, flat MCD LSM 666 in Aras dollar protected by Treaty of Perpetual PD No. 1034, 1453 and Act No. 6426. Know all men by these presents. We the Board of Governors pursuant to the multilateral, annual ministerial summit held on 4th of October 1976, certified that there have been trust account per record ledger to ledger, recorded in the Bank for International Settlement CH 4002 Basel, Switzerland and Credit Suisse Geneva 1211. Switzerland is integral part of 1950 bilateral MINESFIELD successor breakthrough agreement exported to European countries. We further certify these trust account of AAA001-4 flat MCD Quran the sum of $300, 000, 000, 000, 000, 000, 000, 000 backup of AU metals, diamond and platinum withdrawable after maturity year 2007, protected by Treaty of General Agreement, Global Immunity, Security Insurance, no lien and encumbrances in accordance with account number 97, 54, 32, 01, 10 a special global account code number 01, 022, 7408. Done in the office of the Board of Governors of Central Bank of the Philippines this 4th of October in the year of our Lord 1976. Signed, Gregorio Licorice, Governor, Central Bank of the Philippines. Signed, Ferdinand E. Marcos, President. Legal Counsel of TVMLSM 666. Signed, Gerald R. Ford, President. United States of America. Signed, Gaston Egmont Thorne, President of the General Assembly of the United Nations. Signed, Queen Elizabeth II, Head of Trilateral Commission. Signed, Fred Ruz Castro, Chief Justice, Supreme Court of the Philippines. Certificate of Depositor Ownership Trusteeship. In trust to 9 world banks, 7 International Monetary Fund IMF. Deposited in special grant under Global Account Code AAAO01-4 Mother Account Code of Quran, flat MCD LSM 666 in US dollar protected by Treaty of Perpetual PD number 1034, 1453. And Act number 6426 know all men by these presents. We the Board of Governors pursuant to the multilateral, annual ministerial summit held on 4th of October 1976, certified that there have been trust account per record ledger to ledger, recorded in the Bank for International Settlement CH 4002 Basel Switzerland and Credit Suisse Geneva 1211 Switzerland as integral part of 1950 bilateral MINESFIELD successor breakthrough agreement exported to European countries. We further certify these trust account of AAAO01-4 flat MCD Quran the sum of US dollars 300, 000, 000, 000, 000, 000, 000, 000, 000, 000, 000, 000, 0000, backup of AU metals, diamond and platinum withdrawable after maturity year 2007 protected by Treaty of General Agreement, Global Immunity, Security Insurance, no lien and encumbrances in accordance with account number 97, 54, 32, 01, 10 as Special Global Account Code number 01, 022, 74, 0A. Page 33 of 48. I'm the sole/signatory of the 50-year World Asset Reserve of 1 million metric tons of diamonds, 1 million metric tons of platinum, and 1 million metric tons of gold deposited in trust in European countries through Narodna Banka Jugoslavij National Bank of Yugoslavia. Eurasian countries greatly benefited from my World Asset Reserve. Seal of the President of United States of America. Seal of United States National Security Agency. Seal of the Trilateral Commission. Seal of the Central Intelligence Agency. Seal of United Nations. Gold, diamond, platinum. The Trilateral Commission. Certificate of Depositor. Hapohagaka Jerakabnj. Narodna Banka Jugoslavij. 29xi 1973. CR 99, 01, 58. 01, 90, 48, 5. 88, 80B. A. 1 million metric tons of diamonds. B. 1 million metric tons of platinum. C. 1 million metric tons of gold. Know all men by these present. We certify that President Ferdinand E. Marcos of the Republic of the Philippines in his personal capacity depositor in trust representing to sign the General Memorandum of Agreement in behalf of the Filipino people, hereby waive his right and participation over the above-mentioned commodities in favor to TVMLSM 666, sole signatory of the World Asset Reserve 450. Years in European countries deposited in trust through Hapohagaka Jerakabnj dated the 11th of November 1973, ended 2005 with sole discretionary power of TIBURCIO VILLAMOR Marcos coded TVMLSM 666. Copy of documents herein attached of the following items, inventories. 1. AAA, 18, 77, 91, 2. 2. AAA, 51, 30, 82, 1. 3. AAA 61 90 48 5. 4. AAA 67 89 63 6. 5. AAA 67 36 23 2. 6. AAA 18 77 91 2. 7. AAA 51 30 82 1. 8. AAA 61 90 48 5. 9. AAA 67 89 63 6. 10. AAA 67 36 23 2. 11. AA 100 pieces 99 01 58 99 02 58. 12. SFD 29XI 1973. A. Rakishina 057. B. Petica Lines 058. C. Aquinonsburn 059. Based on the decision International Certificate of Transaction and Diamond International and Metal Deposit. Page 1 of 2. Page 34 of 48. I'm the real owner of the said assets, commodities, diamonds, platinum, and gold, including the 2% interest per annum for 50 years, and these are protected by Treaty of Versailles and international immunities, and they are free and clear of any liens and encumbrances, and without criminal origin. I lawfully inherited the world asset reserve from my father. In lien of these foregoing deposits in trust, is movable, removable in the year 2005, in accordance with Court Order Republic Act 26, and the Law of Ownership Article 426, 427 and 428. This foregoing deposits, the Hopohagaka Jerukabnj reciprocated, in issuing the deposit of 500 billion Yugoslavian dinar and all deposit covered by Jerukabnj Yugoslavij Insurance Certificate CR number 9901 58 *****. A. 680,000 carats of diamond, platinum, gold bullion in bars. Photocopy is on file. This foregoing deposit is protected by the Treaty of Versailles, Redeemer number 1738-777 securities, gents, and international immunities issued to TIBURCIO VILLAMOR Marcus coded TVM TVTMLSM 666 Coran, as the real owner of the above mentioned asset commodities, including the 2% interest per annum. This security are cleared, non-criminal origin, free and clear of any liens and encumbrances, no harassment under the Charter, to Charter of United Nations Article 2. Therefore, further upon execution of this banking instrument supported by banking law of bailment, TIBURCIO VILLAMOR Marcus coded TVM TVTMLSM 666 is the absolute owner. Done in Cancun, Mexico, October 4, 1982. Signed by. Signed, Ferdinand E. Marcos, President, Republic of the Philippines, Spokesman of G77. Signed, Ronald Reagan, President, United States of America. Signed, Friamanik Ruxbefera, Zamanek Guvera, Yugoslav legislator. Signed, Jean Duan Jordan Kirkpatrick, U.S. Ambassador of the United Nations. Signed, Kurt Waldheim, Secretary General, UNCTAD. Signed, Jaime C. Leyer, Governor of Central Bank. Confirmed by, signed, TIBURCIO VILLAMOR Marcos, /owner/sole signatory coded TVM TVTMLSM 666. Acknowledgement. Republic of the Philippines. Batasang Pambansa. Diliman, Quezon City. SS. Before me, a notary public for the city of Quezon under the IBP rule personally appeared His Excellency President Ferdinand E. Marcos, who waived his right and participation over the gold bullion and other asset commodities, AAA in favor of his son TIBURCIO VILLAMOR Marcos coded TVM-TVTMLSM 666 known as successor heir of the Code of Quran, all known to me, and to me known to be the same persons who executed this instrument, on this voluntary acts and deeds. Witness whereof I herun to set my hand and notary seal this 8th of October in the year of our Lord 1982. Document number 1314. Page number 88. Book number 42. Series of 1982. Signed, Attorney Ponciano H. Alivio. Notary Public, until December 31st, 1982. PTR number 83, 69, 77, 4. Page 2 or 2. Page 35 of 48. Based on this official document, President Ferdinand E. Marcos confirmed on November 11, 1974 that I'm his son who is the sole heir and successor of all gold and platinum bullion, and diamonds. As the sole signatory and sole owner, I signed this paper for Narodna Banka Jugoslavij. Hapanagaka Jerakabnj, Narodna Banka Jugoslavij. Transaction Code Ferdinand E. Marcos, or LAAA. Waiver of rights, interest with deed of undertaking of transfer of right. Ferdinand E. Marcos legal depository in trust of my son TIBURCIO VILLAMOR Marcos, sole heir, successor of all gold bullion, diamond 680,000 XXS, and platinum in bars. Based on the Decision International Certificate of Transaction Diamond International and Metal Deposit, I signed and cited in trust the above-mentioned asset commodities in the Bank of Hapanagaka Jerakabnj Narodna Banka Jugoslavij. Dated XX of November 1973 with the presence and witness by Central Bank Governor Jaime C. Lea, 3 Amanik Ruxbetha as Amanik Governora. All certificates of AAA, Certificate of Issuing Banka Pohabaka Jerakabnj Narodna Banka Jugoslavij, Mother Box CR-990-158. Mother Box number SFR 411, 428, 6. Total of 22 boxes covered by Treasury Certificate number CR 990-158 Certificate of the Depositor. Certificate of Inventory List CR 990-158 and Insurance Certificate number 990-158, Diamond Certificate AAA 990-1588, Contract Jugoslav. Certificate of Assay, Delivery Receipt CR 1973. CR 990-158. CR 411, 426, 8, CR 990, 1588, CR 619, 015, 8, CR 411, 426, 8, CR 888, 0B, CR 880, 1B. A. 1 million metric tons of diamonds. B. 1 million metric tons of platinum. C. 1 million metric tons of gold. Therefore, further upon the execution of this document TIBURCIO VILLAMOR Marcos coded LSM 666 is the absolute owner and undertaking of the XXUNT investment mentioned, with the Hapanagaka Jerakabnjnarodna Banka Jugoslavij, maturity 2005. Done the 11th of Sukcessor 11, 1974 under Proclamation 1081A, Decree 010-22-740A. Signed, Ferdinand E. Marcos, President, Republic of the Philippines, Trust Depositor of TVMLSM 666, signed, Jaime C. Laya, Governor, Central Bank, signed, 3 Amanik, Ruxbethera, Zamanik, Governora, signed, Tiburcio V. Marcos, Solona, sole signatory. $1,000,000 metric tons each commodity. Diamonds, platinum, gold, deposit in Yugoslavia. Page 36 of 48. My oath of office in the Philippine Supreme Court reveals the following. My code name is GVMLSM 666. I'm of El Bangko Espenilla, now the Bank of the Philippine Islands. I'm the last successor heir of Prince Julian Macleod TALLANO II in the ownership of Hacienda Filipina Archipelago. I'm the 7th star Governor General and overall Commander-in-Chief of H World United Nations military government. I'm the founder of LSM Alpha Omega Global Marshall Program. I'm the World Peace Promoter. I officially swore on August 11th, 1978, my 30th birthday. Supreme Court of the Philippines, Manila. Oath of Office. I, Tiburcio Villamor Marcos, coded TVMLSM 666, 01-022-740A, Kingfisher, Farnest Harbor King, Inner, ABBA, 777, AAA, MCD, WVM, CCD, Philanthropist, 7th White Stallion, SCD, C1C2. 19, 21, 777, of El Bangko Espenilla, Hacienda Filipina Archipelago, having been appointed last successor heir of Prince Julian Macleod TALLANO, Princess Isabel III and Princess Maria Cristina III, Mortis Cuasa, H World United Nations Military Philippines Government effective 2007 as 77. Star Governor General and Commander-in-Chief. Founder of LSM Alpha Omega Global Marshall Program in accordance with United Nations ECOSOC Article 55. Do hereby solemnly swear, that in the 11th day of August 1978, that I will well and faithfully discharge to the best of my ability, the duties of my present position as Governor General and Commander-in-Chief of H World United Nations Military Government under Special Proviso, Mortis Causa effective January 2007. I may hereafter hold under the UN Trilateral Commission for Peace, to all nations 2 nations as World Peace Promoter. That I will support, and defend the Constitution of the Philippines. That I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same. That I will obey the law's new legal order, decree, and proclamation promulgated by the law duly constituted by the authorities of the Republic of the Philippines, and to the international government, and that I impose this obligation upon myself voluntarily, without mental reservation or purpose of evasion. So help me God. Signed, Honorable Fred Ruz Castro, Chief Justice, Supreme Court of the Philippines. Signed, Governor General Tiburcio Villamor Marcos, 7-star General Head Found East King Justice of Nations, Governor General, Overall Commander-in-Chief, in accordance of Mortis Causa. subscribed and sworn to before me, a notary public, for and in the city of Manila, Philippines, this 11th of August 1978. Signed, Attorney Ponciano H. Alivio, Notary Public, until December 31st, 1978, PTR number 83 69 76 9. Document number 1455, page number 94, book number 76, series of 1978. Page 37 of 48. My consanguineal relationship with Queen Elizabeth II. King Ferdinand VII, my grandfather, alias Don Armando Villamor, King Ferdinand VII's father, King Philip II. His twin sister, Queen Victoria, Generation 5, my grandaunt, Queen Elizabeth II's great-great-grandmother. Enemicia Cruz Villamor, my royal mother, King Philip II's granddaughter. Cousins, Edward VII, Generation 4, my first cousin, 1x removed. George V, Generation 3, my second cousin, Queen Elizabeth II's grandfather. George VI, Generation 2, my second cousin, 1x removed. Queen Elizabeth II, Generation 1, my second cousin, 2x removed. His Majesty, King TVME, Queen Elizabeth II second cousin, 2x removed. 2x removed means that there is a 2-generation difference. Reliable online references. YouTube, Her Royal Highness TIBURCIO Villamor Marcus, genealogy with codename TVMLSM 666, goo.gl/3yoegh. Wikipedia, Family Tree of English and British Monarchs, goo.gl/b1rpuc. Royal Descendants of Queen Victoria and King Christian IX, goo.gl/7uvjk. King Philip II married Princess Rowena Maria Elizabeth Overbeck MacLeod, who is my great-grandmother and Trump's ancestor through his mother. Since Trump is a MacLeod, he is appointed as the 45th President of the United States of America and to be the supreme military protector of the Code of KORAN through Washington, D.C. As shown in the next page, a declassified copy of the CBP's document, which was signed by then-Governor Gregorio S. Licorice, who is still alive, confirms the deposit of 400,000 metric tons of gold in the CBP under the BMBSA, which is an agreement between me and the U.S. authorities. Page 38 of 48. Central Bank of the Philippines, Office of the Governor, Manila. Cloaked for secrecy. To whom it may concern. By virtue of the letters of instructions by U.S. Federal Reserve, and the U.S. Treasury as head of the Associations of the World Supervisors of Central Bank of Governors in coordination of the Bank International Settlement Boston and Switzerland, I'm duly mandated to sign or legalize the world asset commodities under the bilateral Memorandum of Breakthrough Successor Agreement between the private owner and the international government headed by the U.S. President Harry S. Truman, assisted by Supreme Commander Dwight Eisenhower, CR 1952. Resolved, pursuant to the provision of the Mutual Trust and Functional Standard Operating Procedure of the Foreign Transfer of Fund, Remittance Exchange derived from legal sources designated Foreign Servicing Trust Bank around the world under the Special Trust Deposit Transaction Ledger to Ledger, Vault to Vault. Further, with Resolution Number 3, dated 29th of December 1948, which is in accordance with the provision under Section 35 of the Central Bank Act Republic Act Number 265. In June 1967, the Board of Trustee of the Monetary Authority approved and amended of the said resolution and various circular under the Law of Secrecy of Bank Deposits Republic Act 1405 and Trust Receipt Law PD 115. The successor/owner name cannot be used nor his coded name until such time before 2005. Therefore, I, Gregorio S. Licaris, Governor of the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas, certify that there have been deposited in trust in the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas 400,000 metric tons of gold as backup of the Victory Notes denomination known as C1 and C2 in the year 1952 to 1976. The President of the Republic of the Philippines Ferdinand E. Marcos issued the ABL Angbagan Lipunan denominations for 1975 up to 1983, and will be restructured from 1983 to 2003 with moratorium of 2 years ended 2005. Or ABL denomination with backup of 2,500 metric tons of gold. Copy of bank instrument is on file. I certify further that I'm the one who issued permit to transport the 217,500 metric tons of gold delivered to Asia Pacific nations for 40 years ended 2005, and other asset commodities of 1 million metric tons of gold 999.5% fineness, 1 million metric tons of platinum, and 1 million metric tons of diamond precious stone, all covered by the General Memorandum of Agreement between the Yugoslavia government and the President Ferdinand E. Marcos, Legal Counsel of TIBURCIO VILLAMOR. Marcos's coded name TVTMLSM 666, owner, deposited in trust directly to Banka Narodna and other Bullion Bank of Yugoslavia for the backup or YDCR. Number 990, 158 AAA, 990, 1588, AAA and Baby Box CR 8880 AAA, protected by the International Insurance, Treaty of Versailles and Treaty of Agreement. Copy of documents is on file. This certification was issued to support the veracity of the successor heir and free of any form of taxes, liens, and encumbrances, harassment, cleared by custom duty, and export permit, and supported by international immunities issued to the bearer TVM TVTMLSM 666, Trilateral ID number 54, 32, 11, 01, 10. The said asset commodities of the above mentioned, is duly authenticated, that it is not Ferdinand E. Marcos wealth, cleared by the Bank International Settlement based in Boston and Switzerland. Done in the office of Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas this 18th of September in the year of our Lord 1976. Signed, Governor, Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas. Signed, President, Republic of the Philippines. Page 39 of 48. A copy of the CBP's delivery receipt for my 400,000 metric tons of gold. Central Bank of the Philippines, Office of the Governor, Manila. Backup of Victory Notes, Blue Seal, 66, C1, C2. Delivery Receipt, BSP. January 3, 1949, DR number 002. Reference code, TVMLSM 666, restructure date, October 28, 1983. DO number 1949. Delivered to Old Treasury of Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas, Manila through Old Spanish Dungeon, ex-gold refinery, by Johnson and Mattei Smelting Plant, the following. Particulars, weight, kilograms, assay, contents, metric tons. Gold, silver, gold, silver. 400,000 metric tons, 400,000 metric tons, 12.5. Duplicate copy. Good delivery in bar, 400,000. Numbers, 02605 to 02866, kilogram, 99.9%. Total delivery, 400,000. Confirmed by, security assigned by. Done in the office of the Governor of Central Bank of the Philippines this 11th of August in the year of our Lord 1949. Signed, Miguel Cuaderno Sr., Central Bank Governor. Signed, Harry S. Truman, President United States of America. Signed, Dwight D. Eisenhower, Supreme Commander, Allied and Non-Allied Nations. Signed, Queen Elizabeth II, Trilateral Society of Global Funder. Signed, Elpidio Quirino, President, Republic of the Philippines. Signed, Elpidio Quirino, President, Republic of the Philippines. Signed, Father Jose Antonio Diaz, alias Severino Santaromana et al. Signed, Tan Kah Kee, Chairman of Bank of Hong Kong. Re-authenticated by, Refinery Department, EDSA, Quezon City, CR 1983. Signed, G.P. Flores Jr. Signed, Celestino E. Jaime. Signed, Representative, Treasury. Signed, Representative, Office of the Manager Director. Signed, Representative, Security and Transport Department, CBP. Reconfirmed by, signed, Jaime C. Lea. Transfer to ABL, CR 1973, 1983, 2005. Page 40 of 48. I and my Director General / Provost Marshals of the AOWDMP designate the people of the Philippines as the bankrollers of the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas for the implementation of the Divine Master Plan for the New World Society, based on my royal family's vast wealth. Let us inform you the commitment of the Filipino people to the world. We, the Filipino people, are hardworking, courageous and dignified. Our noble mission is to fully eradicate abject poverty. Because of our ardent love for humanity, we are spearheading humanitarian and national economic development programs. Please acknowledge our philanthropic endeavors for humanity. The mandatory meeting is scheduled on July 13, 2018, Friday during office hours in the morning, or possibly in the afternoon. The agenda. 1. With reference to my letter, addressed to President Rodrigo Roa Duterte, and dated April 3, 2018, goo.gl/z9nedu, I encourage His Excellency to direct you to officially coordinate with me, and my official representatives in the immediate lawful monetization of at least 300 trillion pesos, based on my gold bullion backup. Of 100,000 metric tons, a portion of the 400,000 metric tons of King Solomon's gold deposited in trust in the BSP's underground treasury vaults in Quezon City and Manila. 2. Renew the BMBSA, based on the AOWDMP's rules of engagement, which prohibits the printing of paper monies, and minting of coins, including the activation of cryptocurrencies without my valid treasure backup. 3. Create the public-private partnership between the BSP Public and the AOWDMP Private in the production and distribution of Philippine monies, based on my valid treasure backup, and enable the BSP as one of the select gold bullion banks in the world for the great benefit of humanity. 4. Establish a comprehensive social welfare development fund with the allocation of 5 million pesos per Filipino, from the newly born to the oldest, and finance the Philippines' golden age of infrastructure or build program and many others projects, based on the proceeds of the initial monetization of at least 300 trillion pesos. 5. Require the BSP to officially issue me replacement or duplicate copy of my lost safekeeping receipt of more or less 500 tons of collection of jewelries, tiaras, pendants, bracelets, rings, crown, brooch, and many others, which have been deposited fiduciarily in the old CBP, now the BSP, since 1949. President Duterte will consider you liable for gross neglect of duty or gross negligence in case of your unresponsiveness to my urgent letter. Page 41 of 48. Respective copies of this document were submitted to the Supreme Court, Office of the President, Office of the Ombudsman, Office of the Secretary of the Department of Justice, Office of the Senate President, and Blue Ribbon Oversight Office Management of the Senate of the Philippines in 2017. No one falsely accused me of bastarding the original General Banking Act. The General Banking Act's original copy has crucial statements and terms, which are obliterated in the Act's edited online version for public access. Excerpts, Proof of Authority. Office of the President, Republic of the Philippines, Malacanang. CB Circular 343 PD number 1034, organized by 9 World Bank and 7 IMF, Trilateral ID number 543, 21, 10, 110, the World Asset Access Reserve since 1948, Registration Certificate number 000-206, 638. U.S. Federal ID number C60, 84, 79 and U.S. Treasury ID number IC60, 84, 79. The Charter of El Bangko Espenilla Diosable Segundo, World Bank DTV MLSM 666, the General Banking Act, Republic Act number 337 as amended, Special Proviso Law, Irrevocable Order. The General Banking Act Republic Act number 337 as amended, refers to the Charter of El Bangko Espanol Filipino Diosable the Second World Bank DTV MLSM 666 my official codename. Page 42 of 48. The Act identifies El Bangko Espanol World Bullion as related to the United Nations BMBSA. Refer to the Act's Section 3, page 9 in PDF copy. Based on the Act's Section 3, B and H, the entrustee, or the bailee, who violated the terms of the trust receipt, is criminally liable for the crime of estafa under Article 315, Paragraph 1b of the Revised Penal Code, to wit: B. By misappropriating or converting, to the prejudice of another, money, goods, or any other personal property received by the offender in trust or on commission, or for administration, or under any other obligation involving the duty to make delivery of, or to return the same, even though such obligation be totally, or partially guaranteed by a bond, or by denying, having received such money, goods, or other property. The Act's full 10-page copy is downloadable online through goo.gl/srvp2s. Office of the President, Republic of the Philippines, Malacanang. CB Circular 343 PD number 1034, organized by 9 World Bank and 7 IMF. Trilateral ID number 543, 211, 01, 10. The World Assets Access Reserve since 1948. Registration Certificate number 000, 206, 638. U.S. Federal ID number C60, 84, 79 and U.S. Treasury ID number IC60, 84, 7, 9. The Charter of El Banco Español de Isabel II, World Bank DTV MLSM 666. The General Banking Act, Republic Act number 337 as amended. Special Proviso Law, Irrevocable Order. Chapter 1, Title and Definitions. Section 1. The short title of this act shall be the General Banking Act Exclusive Used Code of L. 50, Loan for 50 years, 2009. Section 2. Only entities duly authorized by the Monetary Board of Central Bank may engage in the lending of funds obtained from the public through the receipt of deposit of any kind, and all entities regularly conducting such operations shall be considered as banking institution, and shall be subject to the provisions of this Act of the Central Bank Act, and of other pertinent laws. The terms banking institution and bank, as used in this Act, are synonymous and interchangeable and specifically include commercial banks, stock savings bank and loan associations, and branches and agencies in the Philippines of foreign banks herein, after called Philippine branches of El Banco Español World Bullion and subsidiaries El Banco Español Offshore Capital Worldwide. The Monetary Board may regulate the activities of the persons and entities which as agents of banks, in no case may the Monetary Board authorize the drawing of checks against deposits not maintained in banks or branches or agencies thereof as amended by Presidential Decree No. 71. Page 43 of 48. All chairpersons of the board and board of directors and trustees of Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas where my massive global assets are entrusted with comprise the Federal Reserve System's Board of Governors who are under my chairmanship. You have a mandate to officially recognize me as your direct superior. My direct contact number 0945 704 44 53. Very truly yours. Signed. His Majesty, King TIBURCIO VILLAMOR Marcus TALLANO TAGEAN IV. Emperor Chuatali of the King, Ming, Tang Dynasts of China. Successor heir/owner/judicial administrator. Sole Redeemer of Global Flat and Trust Accounts C1, C2, C19, 21, 777. Successor heir of OCTT 01-4/TCTT 408/T498. Hacienda Filipina Archipelago. United Nations 7-star Governor General. Sole signatory of the Quran. Codename TVMLSM 666. U.S. Treasury ID, IC-60-84, 7, 9. Titular Decree 01-0-22-7408. Federal Reserve System ID, C60-84, 7, 9. Global Funder Trilateral Number 543, 211, 01, 10. Co-Chairman, the Committee of 300. Member, G20 to 23H World LSM Alpha Omega. Chairman, Trilateral Commission. Chairman, El Banco Español de Filipino de Isabel II. World Chairman, Alpha Omega World Development Mars Hall Program. Member, the International Security Council of the United Nations. Supreme Commander, the International Bureau of Central Interpol. Page 44 of 48. In cooperation with the Director Generals, Adjutant Generals, Provost Mars Halls, Mandate Trustees, with complete irrevocable global immunities, who are officers of the International Bureau of Central Interpol and members of the International Security Council of the United Nations. General Jonathan E. Castaneda, Aide-de-Camp, Code, JEC 040. General Juliet M. Marcus TALLANO TAGEAN, Treasurer, Code, JMTT 002. General Leandro A. Dianson, Code, LAD 004. General Gary Ciori, Chief Legal Counsel. General Crisanto Q. Cannon Jr., Administrative, Code, CQC 066. General Eduardo Reyes, Chief Legal Counsel. General Martin John Spicholsky, Director for Foreign Relations. General Demetrius Julius Shiva, Director for Foreign Relations, Code, DJS 088. General Alan Crummock, Director for Foreign Relations. General Alfredo A. Atten, Code, AAA 006. General Antonio B. Simadan, Code, ABS 011. General Nicanor P. Girona, Code, NPG 355. General Eugene M. Martirez, Code, EMM 007. General Josephine D. Liza, Code, JDL 009. General Kenneth Y.U., Code, KYY 017. General Robert L. DeGuro, Code, RLD 606. General Melvin Louis Arellano, Ministro de Communications, Code, MRO 026. General Robert R. Lachica, Code, RRL 012. General Sung Harrison Beek, Code, SHB 100. General John Naivik. General Ekaterina Raspatoika, Code, ERS 131. General Marialas Q. Bolivar, Code, MLB 210. General Celadonio Siompad, Code, CCO 314. Page 45 of 48. The Golden Key of LSM 666, Proclamation 1081A, 1974, as Umbrella Code Account. I'm the last surviving emperor who holds the key to the 26 monarchies all over the world. 13 among the Nordic European monarchies and another 13 for the Roman Spanish monarchies stretching all the way to Asia. I'm the king of Maharlika. Page 46 of 48. Page 47 of 48. Page 48 of 48.